Hi, I'm Jake from TradeLab.ai. Today we're going to take a quick look at the new plugin system, which allows you to hook up things like Twitter to TradeLab so you can turn tweets into alerts. So let's talk about the new plugin system. So plugins are found on the main menu on the left, and this is only going to be available on the testnet for a little bit. What the plugin system allows us to do, I actually created a duplicate earlier while I was testing. I'm going to create another one here in a second. What the plugin system allows us to do is connect different services to TradeLab so that we can have inputs and outputs. So for example, we can select a different kinds of services. For example, Twitter, Discord, Telegram. Right at this moment, Twitter is the only one that's available. These two are coming soon. Discord is in current development, and Telegram is coming soon after that. What this allows you to do in, say, the case of Twitter, is allow you to input information. And what that means is if a tweet gets sent, we can generate that into an alert, input it into TradeLab, and have it run it as an alert. So you're getting alerts from tweets now. We can also do the same thing with Discord. So you would invite our Discord bot. You would tell it to go into our channel, a particular channel, tell it what channel to watch, basically, and give it a plugin ID. And then at that point, it would know, okay, I'm watching this channel. If anything is said in this channel, I'm going to generate a alert from it and send that to TradeLab. Same thing goes for Telegram. So that's input plugins. We also are going to have output plugins, and that's something that's coming with Discord and Telegram. Might come for Twitter later on, but not right away. So output is if I wanted to send a message whenever a trade is placed, or say my take profit is hit, or let's just say that a particular rule ran and a condition is met, and I want to send out a message to all of my followers, I can do that. So that's what plugins do. If you hit Twitter, I'll show you how to set up a Twitter plugin. So let's say I want to look at whale calls. Whale calls is a Twitter that a lot of people use to get alerts from, and they have a nice standard. They have a nice standard data format, a nice standard message that they always use, which makes them a perfect candidate to be used with TradeLab. So what we can do is we can type in whale calls, which is their Twitter handle, and it'll load up the past tweets that they've had recently. So what we can do with this is we can break this apart into a message that TradeLab will understand. So I can say, first I can select my alert template. And normally, you might have a default template. You could probably just use that. But if you do use multiple alert templates, here they are. You can select them. And right here is a list of all the fields for this template. And so what I can do is say I want to make type long or short. If I hover over it, it highlights, and if I click on it, it'll turn this color. And so it does that to all the different messages so that I can see how it affects all the messages to make sure that there's no, mishighlighting. It also creates an alert on the right side, and this is what's actually going to send to TradeLab. If I select symbol, I can hit this, and now I got my BTC. If I select limit price and then click over here, you'll notice that this has a $sign. But because that this field is a number, that we end up stripping off the $sign and just making it a number right here. Okay, and I can actually go through the different alerts or different messages right here and show me what each alert would look like. Okay, if you do have a message that is delimited not by spaces or by perhaps something else, if you have a message that's a little bit more complicated, you can use multiple delimiters here. So if I wanted to add a delimiter and say that at was a delimiter, it's going to remove this at, and it's now, well, there's also at in the middle of some of these words, and so it's going to take anywhere where at is and break it apart, right? And so there's many different ways you can use that. You can get creative. This also supports regex, so you can get creative with that if you know regex. And that's how that works. So we would hit save, and now we can set up, or we have our whale calls. Anytime we hear a new alert, it'll generate, or sorry, anytime we hear a new tweet, it'll generate us an alert, and we'll go ahead and run our rules. So that's how plugins work. I also made a change to alerts. You'll see it now says alert utilities. It used to say alert templates. We do still have alert templates in here. We also have alert subscriptions, but we now have a new alert parsers. And this is pretty much the same thing that we just saw. In fact, anytime I create a Twitter or plugin, it ends up creating a parser, so that you can see over here. But if I edit these parsers or create a new one, I would provide it different messages, right? So I can type in a message here. So that's how parsers work, and that's how the plugin system works. So those will be available on the testnet, hopefully by the end of the week, the end of the weekend. If you have any more questions, feel free to join us on Discord. You can also click the help button down at the bottom, search for any questions you have, or create a support ticket. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more updates, and have a good day.